Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mano 777, and we are back inside of Destiny here with your weekly reset video for Tuesday, July 26, 2016. So, funny story, I woke up this morning and my capture card was completely shot. I tried about 20 things to make it work, but unfortunately, it does not work right now, so I have ordered a new one. It is on its way, but until then, this is footage of me soloing the Black Spindle mission. You guys can check that out, but we're gonna go through all the modifiers for the Nightfall, the challenge of the Elders, and the other things that always happen with the post-game content in Destiny. So first up, we've got our weekly Nightfall Strike. It is the Dust Palace on Mars this week. The modifiers are going to be Epic, Voidburn, Brawler, Grounded, and Ironclad. It's going to be a very nice strike for you to do if you are looking for that Scion Flayer mantle of any color. Just remember that if you want that particular color, say for example you want blue or purple or solar, whatever one you want, you have to kill that one last. So if you want to get the solar one, you want to make sure that you kill the solar Scion last. The one thing you're going to have to watch out for in this room is the middle room where you essentially have to climb all the stairs. There's going to be a lot of void there. There are going to be a lot of enemies that are going to have void. I highly recommend that you keep your distance on this. Even Dark Drinker probably wouldn't be amazing. Dark Drinker would probably be better just, for example, when you're using them on the Scions themselves. But when you're in that middle room as you're ascending the staircase, you want to make sure you're bringing sniper rifles, and Telesta wouldn't be a bad choice on this either. So those are just some ideas for you to use for your weekly Nightfall Strike. Next up, let's go to the Challenge of the Elders. This week we have Brawler, Chaff, and super kill bonus, which is going to be very, very nice. Using super kills, especially that like Blade Dancer, is going to be amazing for this. It's going to be fantastic. So you want to be able to check that out and get that taken care of. Of course, you have the option there to get a weapon and a piece of armor when you complete the number of points that you get there. The bosses this week are, for round 1, the Pilot Servitor with the Fallen add-ons. Next up, we have the Overmind Minotaur, which has the add-ons of Vex. Next up, we have Val Arun, which is going to have the add-ons of Cabal. So no Taken bosses this week, which is kind of interesting. No Taken bosses. It's all straight up just normal bosses with Vex, Fallen, and Cabal. So that is this week's Challenge of the Elders. If you ever want a Sterling Treasure package, you can of course check out your level 41 Prison of Elders. You can also check out your competitive multiplayers this week. The two modifiers this week for competitive multiplayer are Inferno 6v6 and your freelance 3v3 competitive multiplayer, guys. That is this week, and you can also pick up your 10 legendary marks from doing that. This week's Vanguard heroic strikes are very farmable. The modifiers this week are Arcburn, Ironclad, and Catapult. So using Arcburn and Catapult to your advantage, you're going to have lots and lots of grenades that are going to be arc if you're turning on an arc subclass, which you should. Use your Warlock and just go in there and wreck. It's going to be very, very easy for you to go in there and do some really nice damage and grind those Vanguard heroic strikes for experience as well as your Vanguard reputation. That's what you want to do this week if you've got some spare time. Since we don't have Iron Banner anymore, that's something fun you could do. Next up, let's go to the King's Fall raid. This week we have the ORYX Challenge Mode. Essentially, the ORYX Challenge Mode means that you need to detonate all 16 orbs at the same time to kill ORYX. If you have any questions about that, you can check out my Twitch live streams. You can do it on the normal mode and still get the ORYX challenge, but you have to make sure that you detonate all the bombs at the same time. No exceptions on that. If you do it on normal mode, you can get the calcified fragment and the emblem from it, as well as the helmet and primary weapons up to 320. If you do it on hard mode, you can get weapons up to 335, as well as the ship will drop from that, guys. So the other things you can do on the Dreadnought, this week the tier 3 boss is Thalnok, which I essentially describe as the Minocrota. Take out the sword bearer, knock down the shield of Thalnok, and then go in there and wreck. For any of those folks who are looking for an experience kind of like what Crota is, that's essentially what Thalnok is, guys. So that is everything you need to know for your weekly reset. Again, guys, I apologize about not having the exact footage, but here is some footage again of me soloing the black spindle and taking care of stuff here. I should be back up and running here in a day or two when I get my new capture card. Shouldn't have any issues with the capture card, but I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you like something in this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out my Twitch live streams and things like that. If you ever want to game with me, I'm going to be taking people through the ORYX challenge modes once I get my streaming setup back up, and we'll go from there, Guardians. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.